What's up, guys? Usually I like to tell a story, but right now I'm just about to talk because I just want to get some stuff straight in my own head, and it helps to talk to the camera and watch it back. But so my plan right now, the end goal is I want to buy, instead of buying a house, which goes right now, like this house that my parents live in is like 600K. Instead of trying to do that, slave away my whole life so I can have a house. My plan is to buy a plot of land, which goes for, you can get a plot of land in Alaska in the Kenai Peninsula for like 20K. And then a tiny home on it, and then do all the work, put in all the physical work to make that property self sustainable. So have goats, chickens, fish, greenhouse, heating, electric, water. Um, and my plan is to have multiple of these little properties because a house, like I said, is like 600K. I can set up this property for what, 60 compared to 600? So I plan on having one in West Virginia. The reason why I really want to have one in West Virginia is because I like the Appalachian Mountains. I like West Virginia, the mountains and everything, the seclusion, cheap property or cheap land. And then also because my grandpa had a cabin that he built with his own hands up there in West Virginia. So I want it to be pretty close to his. That way, when I pass these homes down to my descendants, they can go visit even my grandfather's house that he built. So I'll have one in West Virginia. I'll have one in Colorado because I've been out there and it's just so adventurous feeling. There's so much. It's just like a different world. Um, so West Virginia, Colorado, somewhere off in the mountains up north, and then possibly this one's optional, but possibly Northern California, off somewhere on the shore, near the shore, and then the biggest one, the most special one, is the Alaska one. Um, and then So that's what I really want to do, is have these plots of land, and then I can go to each one or settle in one for like a few years or whatever it is. And then possibly I'll take this thing and take it internationally and have one in British Columbia. Nah, fuck that. Have one in Wales, if I can buy land there, figure that out, and Russia. Those are the two that I really want to have property in, those two countries, Wales and Russia. Because I'm sure Wales has land to be bought. And I know Russia does. I mean, obviously, they're fucking massive. And it would be next to my Alaska, near my Alaska. Because actually, Russia and Alaska are next to each other. If you didn't know that, you do. Okay, but anyways, getting the money. Right now, I'm just vibing. I'm literally just sitting here vibing. I'm unemployed. I just sit and vibe and live. But if I can raise about 2 grand, then I can take a CNA travel assignment to Alaska. I had started to set that up, but I got lazy. But all I have to do is re-register my CNA license, and then I can, at my first aid, Blue Cross Blue Shield or whatever, American Heart Association, and then I can take an assignment in Alaska through whichever one I decide to go through, travel agency or job. CNA travel agency, whatever, and take a job up there, and they pay crazy. They pay like 1,800 a week. And so if I'm able to get once I'm able to get to going out and doing one of those assignments, the reason why I said I need 2 grand before I can do that is because um, I won't get paid until after I've been working there for a couple weeks to a month. So I need money to have an apartment for that first month prior to getting paid, and food. I need money for apartment and food. They should supply me with a rental car, hopefully. Um, or I could just get housing near the near the nursing home. But yeah, that it pays 1,800 a week, so that would take me half a year, and I could probably set up my first property. And then every time I'm ready to uh, either make money because I'm out or set up a new property, I'll just take one of those Alaska trips and work in Alaska for a bit, making 1,800 a week, and then set up a new property. So that's the plan. It's definitely way out there compared to normal people's plans, but I think it'll work. I've gone through things, I've done things, so I think I've got the know-how, the ability to do this. Now, yeah, I think that's about it. That's the plan. That's what I feel drawn towards doing. Once you're out there, you're alone. You no longer have rules. You no longer have deadlines. You no longer have anything to do besides what you set out to do for that day. Whether it be chopping wood or fucking anything, dude. You can do it your own time, on your own time. No other man down your back no other man to tell you what to do, and no obligation to see anyone ever again if you wanted to. I could live out there self-sustainably for the rest of my life and never meet another soul ever again if I wanted to. That's what it's about. That's freedom. Not mortgages and car loans and fucking jobs. Okay, that's not freedom. Freedom is a self-sustainable property in the middle of nowhere where you choose what you do every day. That's freedom. I really want the properties to be on the shore, so like on the ocean, which West Virginia won't be. That'll be deep in the woods. Colorado won't be, obviously. Could be on a lake, maybe, if they got a lake somewhere, but I doubt that. I doubt there's enough water there to actually purchase property on water. But the Alaska one will be. I'm gonna do my darndest. It'll be on the Kenai Peninsula, and I really am gonna try really hard to get land on the water, on that ocean. And then in order to get resources to and from my home, it'll have to go by boat, because the thing about the Kenai Peninsula is it's fucking woods. There's no roads to get out there to my property. You can't take a car, nigga. You could take a 4-wheeler, but you might get stuck. So I'm gonna do all the traveling to Kenai, to and from Kenai, on a boat. I'm gonna have a boat, a little sailboat. And every night I can just go sit down with my wife, my kids, and watch the water come up, go down. Maybe even be able to see the aurora borealis from our home, which I'm going to set up the tiny home first, and that's just to live there. But once that's set up, I'm going to start building the other things, which includes a house, a cabin. I'm going to build it with my own two hands. In each of these properties is going to be a house that I built. My wife's going to be sitting in the tiny home with the AC on, with a damn lemonade, and I'm going to be out there chopping away. My kids are going to be homeschooled. I'm going to have them nowhere near any of this damn indoctrination. My kids will be homeschooled. They'll learn about anything they want because they'll have the internet, but it'll be tightly restricted. You know, it won't be the same as, like, I take that back. I don't know. The internet's hard. Because I want it to be like, we just got a fucking TV and a DVD player and we watch movies. No Roku bullshit, no internet. But at the same time, I need my little niggas learning. Maybe I'll just have, like, hella textbooks. And we get down to learning every day. And they don't know that they don't want to learn because they're not around other kids running around saying they don't want to learn. So that's just normal day-to-day thing, is learning for my kids. It's just their normal day-to-day is learning something in textbooks about the world. And once they reach 18, if they want to go out there into that world, they can. I'll let my roots go out into the world and come back. Say hey. I'll be like, hey, how'd it go out there? Yep. It'll be country as hell. Country as it gets. With little dudes and ladies. I want to have like 20 kids. Like once we get into baby making season isn't gonna stop for a while until we got like 20 kids just running around doing shit, fucking off, you know? All of us gather around in the living room, watch movies. I'll have a DVD collection. And then at nighttime, we watch the aurora borealis come up. I think there in that part of Alaska, there's only like a certain amount of daytime or something like that. Like 3 hours of daytime or something like that at certain times of the year. That's the plan. Now, for the rest of the video, y'all are just gonna watch me smoke a little bit. feels kind of nice. I don't really like the feeling of holding it in my teeth. It's a little too weighty of a pipe. I gotta level up before I start doing that. You can tell someone's pipe experience by the yellow of their teeth. I'm about mid-tier. You know, now that I said all that out loud, life feels simple. I've been in a clusterfuck lately with all the damn Instagramming and just depressing thoughts, anxieties, angers. But getting all that out there, out on the plate, I feel better. All right. Hasta luego.